Good evening and welcome to another exciting and life-changing of a Cuppa with Nomcebo. This is a show where you get to sit with me for the next half an hour and meet incredibly life-changing individuals and Maswati who have gone through certain experiences, life-changing experiences that always have a positive ending. This is what the show is about. We tell the real stories from the real people, and by the time we are done with the half an hour that we have on this show, your life will definitely be touched one way or another. Today with me on the show is not a stranger. I've had him on the show before. Phumlani Simelane, a guy that had an incredible story, an ex-convict, incarcerated for more than 6 times in Eswatini and South Africa. He also incarcerated for what? For fraud. So a life of criminality for the longest time of his life. But the wonderful thing, or the wonderful part about Phumlane's story is that he was reformed, number one, and secondly, his life was changed. And how did that happen? He also received the calling from the Almighty God, and today, as we speak to him, he is Pastor Phumlani Simelane. How amazing is God, and how amazing is life. So in today's episode, I felt, let me call him back. Let's talk about the change that he's living today, the positive life that he's living today, which of course stemmed, from having that beginning. He shared something very interesting with me, Phumlani, that, a backstory, or people need to understand that you're not born that gold boy or that gold human being. We all have, darkness, or those, the other life that we live as Bantu. Welcome back on the show.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back, and thank you for coming back.
I'm glad I'm here today.
Thank you so much. Your story is incredible. Yeah. It's incredible, and you changed me. When we were talking together before we actually became live, started recording us. You were sharing something very dynamic, which made me tell you that what, that's why I love doing what I'm doing right now. I'm doing a Cuppa with Nomcebo because I meet people like you, people that are here and they're ready to tell the real story. You were telling me, people need to understand. We are perfect.
No, yes.
We all have a certain darkness within us. And people need to accept that and own it. And then change is there. It's a living thing.
In fact, it's one of the hardest, if I will to say that, because kutingunula public.
Yes.
Ulethe ihlazo lakho, bophila njani, wehluleke njani. You've been this lokubi kodwa ulethe to people.
Right.
And you bring it on table. People look at it, laugh at it, and say whatever they want to say. But because kulokunye siyasingathi uNkulunkulu wendani behind our lives. So ke ngiko ngithi kulukhuni kulomunye umuntu ku-understand ukuthi ex-convict, a criminal, God can use the same person.
Yes.
So little bit akuvakali, but I've seen it because in my life I thought ukuthi ngende onke lama dirty things yabona. In fact kokuqala nangiya esondweni vele ngangitiva njengomlungu ngathi bangangibhacisa somewhere ngingabe part of the congregation, and kuhlazwanyana nje lokwempilo yabo lonke ngakuphi. But liqiniso lithi mbamba sakhiwa ngulokulokubi. Because the character doesn't come from the good things only. It comes from the bad things. And the bad things letinye atendeki ngoba wena usuke uslima noma uhlakaniphile. Sometimes uNkulunkulu uyadvumela letinye izinto tendeke. Kakhulu uma unale calling lecishe kumbe lengaba ngetulu kule kunayo noma lecishe ifane nale kunayo. Then you go through things.
Right.
Letibhlungu.
Right.
In a way ukuthi labanengi bafile bangaka discover lokuthi God was supposed to use me something. or somewhere, but because lokunye labanye bayabulala, labanye bathi write off, kube kuningi nje lokungenzeka.
Yeah.
And even the people kakhulu lophila nabo, once bangadiscover ukuthi sosihlazile la ku community, in the family sosihlazile, songiloku, then they reject you. Worst ke kube buhlungu na khansa ukuthi ulahlwa nabazalwane.
Yes.
Because kuyendeka.
Kuyendeka. And vele ke, you know, because this is a show where we are honest, we're having an honest conversation, and mostly the rejection comes from the church.
Yes, it comes from the church, but the painful rejection is the family one. Because once you are loser, if family support, then even because you go back home.
Right.
But now you fail in church, where are you going to go to?
Exactly.
You go straight to the street, or else you go straight to the prison. So le background yami, it was a shame to me in the past, but today is no more.
Yes.
It's
People
no more.
know you as the guy that's committing fraud.
Yes. You know, yeah. A lot of people lesipila nabo today. Labaneng is nabo emabandleni is nabo in higher positions. They've killed other people. They've done this and that. They are selling drugs. They are doing all those sort of things. But because labane abagavumi like ngendile me. So, but we have got a lot of young people out there. Labaneng, they've left their families. They've fight against themselves. But we forget some of the things that are in our life, it's not about us. It's about God. God sometimes can allow the flood yalama problems. Igu torment to a position la ata khona ngulungulu nasa akhuluma nawe akuf. Mina if it wasn't about being arrested, ngigcine a prison, bengeke ngibe ngumfundisi.
Right.
Bengeke ngibe ngumfundisi. But lijele have squeezed lengani nale pride lebenginayo. Konke lebe kumnanjana kwaphuma. Then wasala mina ngedwana, then ngilankulunkulu afike angithola khona.
And lapho mothi it came ulapho uboshwe khona, that time dawubanya that would be like a change. Bobashele go President Swatini, or it was in South Africa?
In South Africa, Cape Town.
Wow. There you have it, folks. We are sharing a wonderful, today's story is rather a nice one. It's a soothing one, because now we are talking about what the wonderful things that has happened, you know, in Phumlane's life, now that he is a reformed and a man of God, Pastor Phumlane Simelane. We are going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we are going to learn more about his positive journey. If you have just joined us, you are watching a Cuppa with Nomcebo, and sitting with me in studio today is Phumlane Simelane, who is no stranger on the show. Phumlane is here to share with us a positive work that he is doing as a man of God, a former convict, but now underline a man of God that is working for the Lord to change society and to change people's lives. You just shared with me something very dynamic about, you know, when people see us or siphila nebantu, but all in thinking was I'm helping this child, for example, as a parent. Maybe I can mix something. Share that. That's very dynamic.
In fact, kukhona nakulesi lesiya isingakunaki. Nkulunkulu makadala umuntu uthi dalela yena. Wena as a parent you become a guardian kuthi umkhulise. So lokho kwendeka lempilo yalomntwana ude icontrol kulokunene kuncane la ukhona control. So ke uma lo mntwana kwendeka waphuma esandleni wenda lento lucabanga ukuthi wena ilihlazo kakhulu la kuwe asengibekise umntwana Simelane soyanatha so wende ama drugs so yaboshwa yabona ngiyangisesondweni ngidawufisa ukuthi bazalwane bangakwadi lokho.
Yeah.
And ngidawufisa noma ngabe kuthiwa kumbe kuyendeka ukhiphe nesisu yabona into lekhona, but ngidawufuna mina ukuthi bakubede lo watiko. In fact lo mntana nami ngithi amakha kwekuthi abe netimpilo letimbili noma ngetulwa letimbili. Lenye impilo yasesondweni lefitha esondweni. Uma sile sondweni nalo mntwana kufuneka abe ngungilokhu lengiko mina. The child has to be like what I am, no matter angakuthandi. because uncenga kakhulu ukuhlala nami and maintain a status sami as umntali ku society. And then secondly, nasibuyela ekhaya umntwana go back exactly kule pain langiyo, and wena mntali so struggleisha ke nyalo nalempilo yalo mntwana. That's why utothola ukuthi a lot of people abafuni ngisho nokuvakashela emakhaya because they are hiding things. Instead ukuthi lo muntu umside ube open noma ube genuine wena mntali ukuthi yathi umntana nami ukunana iposition, let me seek help.
Right.
Yabo, because into lebulele kakhulu some other parents kufuna ku-maintaina le yakhe status ukuthi mina ngatiwa ngasimelane lo nje, so angeke kulunge abantu abambabe kanje. So that's where ke uthola ukuthi namuhla nasikhuluma ngebantwana laba under ema drugs, akusikuthi ba under ema drugs ngoba but ma financial support, no. They kushoda elithando, kwashoda i-understanding, kwashoda futhi nekuconza kahle i-purpose yaNkulunkulu nga each and every person. Because I don't even angifuni baleka kule verse la Jeremiah ukuthi uthi uNkulunkulu, yes ngiya-understand that ukiphi position eJeremiah, but mina bengivele ngingakakudaleli bonke labantu. It was me and you only. So uNkulunkulu lofuna umuntu ukuthi amakhe. So thina sibatali we need to help labantwana lisinapho.
How do the parents help children that are going through lesimo locatha kusichaza right now? You know, njengoba usho, it's such a reality. Our kids are depressed. Our kids are suicidal. Our kids are literally taking their lives. You know, our kids are giving up on life. What can you do as parents?
We need to come to understanding ukuthi impilo ya 10, 20 years back, it's no more the life of today. Konke uNkulunkulu kwende ngenhloso, ukuvumele ngenhloso. The generation lesikuyo namuhla, i generation they understand that into faster than us. So we need to come to term ukuthi sivume ukuthi the kids are leading the world. If they are leading the world, kunebantu laba vele ba outside there to help ema issues lanje. Manje thina sibe blinded to the past naku kakhulu cultural ukuthi umuntu lomunye kangeni kami noma mina sengibona ukuthi umuntu wami uphelile. But we need to be open and open the door and open our mind, even our hearts ukuthi uma umntwana akuhlula khona nasisho sesiswati lesithi umntwana akasiwakho wesive.
Yes.
Khuluma usho ukuthi senginena inkinga. Bakhona abafundisi, khona ama-counselor. There are a lot of places la umntwana ungafike ucongcothe khona asitakala. Like I said, mina nje nyalo I'm dealing with a lot of people laba limele. Akusiwe ma ex-convict, akusiwe ma ex-prisoners, labanye laba limele maybe ukathola tisu, then emakhaya bangabamukeli kahle, labanye behluleke emshadweni, labanye bahlushiwe emshadweni. Some of them they've been through a lot and abafuni kwemukela. Look, it's not working. But the minute I like Isaiah 54:17, uthi lapho uma wena utawuvuma lokho ukuthi uphile la uNkulunkulu, lapho egcineni lithi leli lifa letingceko tami mina uNkulunkulu. So lokhu ngisho ukuthi uma umuntu angakasinziswa Nomcebo, I'm telling you, uNkulunkulu will always wait for you ukuthi usinziswe. Uma ungakasinziswa, then uNkulunkulu will never take a vow for you. But once wasinziswa, lokusindiswa, once wavuma ukuthi hawu Nkosi ngiyamukela ngonile kunje, then that's where uNkulunkulu afike eme khona kulo Isaiah 54:17 athi uma uthi wena simelane usinziswa egameni lami, then mina uNkulunkulu I will stand for myself kuwe ukuthi umhlaba ungangiboni mina uNkulunkulu njengesehluleke.
Wow, that is very dynamic, and I like the fact that you're speaking on the current, because having you on the show has really changed a lot of lives. We've had people calling us, you know, as well, wanting to reach out to you, and a particular woman, you know, came here and said, I have this child. My child, you know, is a university graduate. He's very brilliant, but he doesn't want to be employed. He's into drugs. And umana akafuni kuva lutho. So what happens in that situation? How do you come in? Because I know that these people are reaching out to you. What form of assistance do you give to such a parent?
In such cases, since since more than 10 years with my cases, even worse than that. Nkulunkulu has allowed me to be in drugs. Ngaba skebeng and everything. I've got a lot of dirtiness. Some people, they can even wish to stone me. Where I've langene khona umonakalo. But there's one thing that I know. Ngulungulu has called me to help others like me. Umuntu lo ne problem yokuthi akasafuni ke esikolweni ubanjwe ama drugs. I know all that. Ngulungulu angamsita. Mina ngeke ngikhole kumsita but uNkulunkulu angamsita through my experience because uma sesihlala because I problem lenkulu when we are approaching such issues we bring people labangayati lempilo la kuyo lo mzalwane noma lo mntwana then ulethe umuntu lo innocent noma lo clean kakhulu athi nakakhuluma naye angakhulumi ngekuthi uyamaka amcondemn from A1 yabo A nje bacala ukukhuluma amcondemn avele lo muntu lona agwame lo mntwana nawuthi ukhuluma naye but when you come to the point wekuthi mina I've been arrested mina I've done this me I've done this then this is how I defeated lama problems then you umenda lo muntu avuleke sakhe lo budlelwane nalo muntu the person njengalo mntwana lo msho he has to gain I trust la kusimelana ukuthi Simelane is not here to condemn you or to criticize no but I'm here to help him because somebody has helped me as well
Right.
On
the tip, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, Mr. Smirana is going to share with us where you can reach him and all the type of assistance that he's willing to share or currently undertaking in his journey as a pastor and as a life coach. We'll be right back. Pumlani, you were sharing, should I call you Pastor Pumlani?
Yeah, no, welcome.
Pastor, you were sharing with us another dynamic aspect, about the people that you deal with. About there's a lot of people that come to you seeking assistance. And of late, you are dealing with parents that are bringing their children about demon-possessed.
Yes.
Tell us more about that quickly.
In fact, when we talk about all the problems, the Christian there is a purpose behind lokuthi labantwana babe possessed, destroyed, their future, badle drugs and everything. Some of them they don't even come back. Some of them they do come back. People like me bakhonile ku escape. When lokho kwendeka, you find ukuthi usuke lo muntu in society or in life uNkulunkulu kukhona like deposited to that person. That person has to be very important in any situation in life. But because Satan is very clever, he will bring these things to the kids. The drugs, everything. Yes.
Because what has been happening today, what we are actually seeing, reading in the newspapers, seeing, watching on social media, on TV, it's the children being demon-possessed. That means school assembly. Children have this hysterical fit or an attack, rolling on the ground, screaming. And what the schools do, sometimes they will go get the parent or they go get a pastor to come and pray for these kids. And banfana possessed. And it is a reality.
Yes, it is a reality because when they are possessed, they are not faking it. It's a covenant. Some of them, if a girl, you'll find what she's married to that demon. And if you you know how to dig the story. When did you get married? Actually, everything. But I'm never be open to you as a parent. But when I told you, meaning this reason and this is my purpose, this is my assignment. So we need to be very careful about those demonic things because are genuine and are real. But the purpose now is to destroy loyomdwana, even the target of other people who are also bane influence the tite against the kingdom of darkness. So kakulu Satan is using the kids.
How does this demon, how do they access the children?
In fact,
how are their kids exposed?
It's very easy. It's not about you not praying or you praying. It depends. There's this saying, they call it a master, where you find what the gift which God was, but the minute Ngulungulu ayiveta le gift to me, then that's where the devil will start to attack me. It doesn't attack the person before abonakale ana le gift. And the reason I-attack lo muntu destroyer in the character lokuthi la in society nakula kulabantu abe ngumuntu lo njani lo rejected lo nile, and then the purpose yaNkulunkulu will never grow, and then ke ku destroy kuqala le character. Ngiko labantwana batawungena kuma drugs bende everything, and labane ma demon labaningi bantwana bayanatha bayabhema benda all these things, and they're in drugs. And labanye, they can even kill people, they can even kill their parents. Not because they are mad, they are not mad, but because the devil is fighting the gift. And that gift cannot fight, David cannot fight that gift before the mntwana anike to the gift. I discover. But the devil fight lo mtimba lona le gift, so that I destroy the character. Then every part utaba mkondema amyekele netso, then the devil win.
So what can the schools do when they meet up with such situations with the children, or that parent at home right now that's relating to what you are talking about now? How can they get help?
I think mina ngathi ababavumele bafundisi baba involved. Yes, bafundisi abafanani, but there are people uNkulunkulu ababitele this time labataw understand this kind of situations. Mina I've dealt with a lot of things, but it's not me, it's God who's using me. So sometimes it's not easy logu figure, because even to encounter such child, it's a problem even go when utamsukela, because the mntwana akasiyedwa, and he's been assigned, and akasayiniwe ugatsiwe ukuthi who is in contact with her or with him, and then batakfighta nawe la mademons. So you need to be very spiritually strong and ube very strong, because you cannot just approach those kids. It's better to go for pastors. Mina, I'm available in a lot of in this where I can go, but meaning I treat this thing differently. I wouldn't like me to fight or so wrestling a demon in public. No, you don't do that, because the demon, that's exactly what they are doing. When you are doing that, they are promoting themselves because they are there. But we need to uma una Jesu njengoba ngisinzisiwe mawufika phambi kwemlilo demon kuba nekuthula lokukhona. The demon will never stand against the person that has got the Holy Spirit.
Thank you very much for that. And I know that you are doing in this beautiful kingdom of Eswatini, the hero that you are. I know that you also work with Immense Club.
Yes.
What other projects are you also involved in?
Yes, Gune Gentleman Talks that we are dealing, where we deal with young men and Bobabela Batala, where we try to come against emadoda, because in the past we have seen ukuthi kube nenhlelo letiningi leti empowering abomake nebantu badala, but we have neglected bafana.
Yes.
And that's why we thola ukuthi in most, like in our country, we've got how many prisoners? I think about 13 or 12. Then yinye kuphela ilo i-prison yabomake isemawela kuphela, the rest emadoda, and onke lama prison agcwele. So lokho ngisho ukuthi si neglectile igender lengumfana nababe, and that's why nasemasondweni ungekubabone abantu labaduna. Why? Because kude lokubakha noma lokusonzela la dutane nabo ngiko sinema criminals lamanenge ma criminals umuntu wesilisa kusomuntu wesifazane. Yes, so we sizama ukudila nalawo ma problems, then we get together labane mangene emakhuluma drugs, lababuya ema prisons, labanye uthola ukuthi encenye babuya kuma abuse lathite, they've been raped. Phela nebafana bayarepiwa, akusho ukuthi kurepiwe amantombazana. There are kids labafana uthola ukuthi they've been abused, yabona ba sexual abused. So we deal with those people and sizame kuba counselor, and then sihlale nabo phansi and bring them. Some of them, they are not even willing to go back to school. Sibakhe, there's a brother that I'm working with, Mr. Umfundisi Dlamini. So he's been very good to work with Gentleman Talk. So that's what we are doing. We're dealing with men.
With men, and I know that you also cover topics such as issues such as bullying.
Yes,
you know?
bullying. A lot of them bullying, against bullying, and then even nale abuse kakhulu lesingesikhona kwichaza, but yendeka kakhulu emakhaya, where we find ukuthi emadoda lamaningi they've been living under that abuse from their spouses. Ikhona angeke sikhona maybe in deep details, but it is there. So we are trying to empower emadoda. They have to withstand. Because without emadoda, we are no more. We don't have a future.
Yes, of course, you know. And if anyone right now watching this show, they want to reach out to you, they want your assistance, where can they find you and how can they find you? Please give us all your details so that eMaswati watching the show right now can get your assistance?
Okay, at the moment in Konda Evangelical Efanteni, where I'm a pastor. I'm not a senior pastor, but I'm a pastor. That's where I am. Then our Shema contacts. Besang Sevenda and Fundis Lamini, Lose Evula Masango, Funda Lamini. We are working together because he's the one that we found each other in the field, but he's a very friend of mine. So my details are akanjalo. Otherwise, Gwanyalo ngisesanu and I degree. Because
Good for
my church discovered, no. And today we need people about understand because we need to learn. All the people in the Bible were learned, educated. We need to know because in mistake everything we need to learn. So ngikhona around ngihlala kalobamba emahlanje lomdzala, so I'm available.
Are you available on social media?
Yes, I'm also available nayo i WhatsApp, and then nginayo ungangithola Swazi mobile.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you want to share your numbers?
Yes, I would like to.
Can you please share your numbers to the viewers at home?
Number yamega MTN it is 78302275. That is the MTN. So
MTN, okay.
Yes. Basically, Swazi mobile it's 79334165. That's Swazi mobile. Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yes, yes.
Pastor Phumlani Simelane, you came back here for a reason, because you shared a dynamic story with us, on our first episode, and today you're doing wonderful work. And the feedback we are getting from the public, I need to let you know, has been overwhelming.
Oh, yes.
Very, very positive. We're getting a lot of people calling in, reaching out to you, that want to reach out to you, wanting your assistance. So you are a true man of God. And, from my team, and Eswatini TV, we are very happy for you to agree to come on the show and for you to take the time, come sit here with me on a Cuppa with Nomcebo and share your wonderful story. May the Lord continue to use you. May the Lord continue to bless you and to bless your family and to bless everything that you touch. And as we do it on the show, we have the candles that we get courtesy of our good friends at Eswatini Candles and Malkens. They make wonderful candles. We are proud of that establishment. We are saying Eswatini, we have such establishments that make this beautiful artwork. This is a candle that I'd like to share with you. Continue to be the light. Continue to when each time you switch it on, be the light that you are, and make sure that you enjoy having this candle. Thank you so much for coming on the show, and you're a blessing. And with that, there's a lot that I could be saying. I'll go on and on and on, but it's always a pleasure sitting in this chair and speaking to such wonderful people like the pastor who's just joined us today, Pastor Phumlani Simelane. Thank you for watching Eswatini TV, and thank you for joining me on A Cuppa with Nomcebo. Good night, and it's love and light.